You may not like the person, you may not like her presence here, but you have to respect the office of the Vice President. That is all. Because that is guided by the tradition. Kahapon po, kagaya po na sinabi nila, wala nang pinagtanong sa office of the President. And that is correct. That is in line with that tradition. Ngayon po, kung ang tinatanong ko ngayon, are we discarding the tradition? And is this committee authorized to discard a well-kept tradition? So kaya nga, then why are we intending to ask questions na naman at pinatawag nyo na naman kung sino-sino dito?
Madam Chair.
I second, Madam Chair.
To terminate the consideration of the budget of the Vice President, Madam Chair, on the basis of the long and time-honored tradition, Madam Chair. In order for us to respect a tradition in the same manner that we have respected the tradition here, that the first to interpolate every time is the member of the minority. That is the tradition. We have not yet discarded that. We're observing that because we are honorable members of this Congress. So the question is, why have we discarded that tradition? Is this committee authorized to set aside the tradition? If we are not able to do that, Madam Chair, then I honorably, respectfully now move to terminate consideration of the budget of the office of the Vice President, and I so move.
Second, Madam Chair.
No motion was introduced at the start. That's the position.
Madam, ang sinasabi ko sa iyo, nung nakaraan kasi, wala na dapat tanungan. Ba't ang nangyari, barrage of questions. That's why I'm asking, bakit natin ginawa yun earlier? Are we not already respecting a tradition well kept by this House? Hindi nga, pinagtatanong nyo siya. Meron pang pratinela, whatever. That is disrespect to the office of the President, Vice President. Kung ano-ano pinagtatanong nyo sa kanya. These questions never happened before. That is the one I'm explaining to you. It did not happen before. Now, ang tanong ko po, ba't nangyari po nung nakaraan, nangyayari na naman ngayon?
We are talking of the office that the person.
Motion was introduced.
You may not like the person, you may not like her presence here, but you have to respect the office of the Vice President. That is all. Because that is guided by the tradition. Kahapon po, kagaya po na sinabi nila, wala nang pinagtanong sa office of the President. And that is correct. That is in line with that tradition. Ngayon po, kung ang tinatanong ko ngayon, are we discarding the tradition? And is this committee authorized to discard a well-kept tradition? So kaya nga, then why are we intending to ask questions na naman at pinatawag nyo na naman kung sino-sino dito? That is why, kung hindi po kayo makakasagot, Madam, ang tinanong ko na sa inyo, I am now moving. Oh. May pratinela pa? Saan po kayo nakakita ng gano'n? This did not happen anytime. Panglabing 7 taon ko na po ito.
Alam nyo, Madam Stella, I was already here when the Vice President was Noli Di Castro, when the Vice President was Binay, when Vice President...
But you were also here in the last hearing. No motion was introduced.
Yun na.
Moving. Oh. May pratinela pa? Saan po kayo nakakita ng gano'n? This did not happen anytime. Panglabing 7 taon ko na po ito.
Alam nyo, Madam Stella, I was already here when the Vice President was Noli Di Castro, when the Vice President was Binay, when Vice President...
But you were also here in the last hearing. No motion was introduced.
Yun na nga, kasi question na kaagad eh. Wala man lang...
We can read the records. He did not introduce.
Nag-motion siya ngayon.
What is...
Yung status, parliamentary status. The first thing is that is the manifestation of Congressman Dante Marcoleta, and it should be answered by the members. If the motion, then after that, Marcoleta will move that motion. Hindi pa nga nasagot eh. We will let just Marcoleta to speak. and then move for
Okay.
a motion? Sagutin muna. Sagutin muna
Okay,
yung point niya.
the chair will answer.
Yes, you can introduce a motion, but have a member introduce it.
No. Before we move a motion, parliamentary
The rulings of the chair form parts of the proceedings of this committee and of the House. So you have to answer the question.
Sagutin muna.
Yes.
Then saka mag-move. Kung may mag-move.
Okay, settled. Yes. Rulings of the chair form parts.
For disclosing the notice of disallowance, considering that the OVP has not yet filed its answer. I just wish to manifest, Madam Chair, that the filing of an answer or appeal, as the more appropriate term, is not mandatory. Instead, it is the discretion of the OVP. As a matter of fact, if the OVP fails to file an appeal, it renders the disallowance final and executory. Otherwise, if they file an appeal, there's a possibility for reversal. And be that as it may, Madam Chair, this representation does not see any issue why the COA should not disclose the notice of disallowance. Let us all be reminded by the constitutionally guaranteed right of the citizens to public information on matters concerning public interest. And even assuming that after the filing of an appeal, the notice of disallowance was reversed, the COA has all the liberty to disclose to the public that they were wrong in issuing the ND, and that later on the OVP was able to justify the basis for the issuance of the ND. So to conclude, Madam Chair, the filing of an answer or an appeal, as a more appropriate term, is not mandatory. Instead, it is discretionary. If the OVP files an appeal, then she has a chance to reverse the decision in the ND. Otherwise, if they opt not to file an appeal, then the ND becomes final and executory. Thank you, Madam Chair.
And to add, there is no specific provision in the joint circular prohibiting the disclosure of an ND. And number two, by definition, kung na-disallow na ang isang expense, ibig sabihin nun ay hindi siya confidential. Kaya pwede nating pag-usapan. And besides, ito po ay in aid of legislation. And so with that,
Madam Chair.
Yes, the Honorable Bong Teves.
Madam Chair, just a short manifestation. I just want to express my support to the statement of our Chairman El Saldico. And also, according to the letter of the OBP, Office of the Vice President, they defer to the discretion of and judgment of the committee. Nasa atin na po ang bola. Therefore, given the circumstances, I encourage my fellow colleagues to do the right things. Nakita natin ang unexplained notice ng COA sa Office of Vice President. At kanina, yung overpriced rental ng offices ng Office of Vice President. Let us consider this in passing the budget of the OVP at the proper time. At isa pa, gusto ko pong ipaliwanag yung sinabi ni Congressman Marcoleta. Ang lahat po na sinasabi niya kanina ay tinanong na natin nung first hearing, pero hindi naman po sinasagot ng tama ni mismo ni Vice President Sara. Ngayon, wala pa siya. Paano niya masasagot kung wala siya? Kaya bilang pagbabastos din sa atin, siguro napakapangit tingnan, siguro tayo na po ang magusga para sa budget ng Office of the Vice President. Thank you very much.
Then I will recognize you after. Kong Dante.
Pagkakasunod, madam eh.
Medyo nauna lang po siya ng 1 second po.
Di ba
Kong
ang
Dante.
ating tradition
Unang minority, pagkatas majority.
Wala pa po tayo
Sunod-sunod
sa
naman
interpellation,
sila. Oo nga po,
Comandante.
pero maski na sa manifestation, dapat ganun din.
Nauna lang po siya, so yes po. Kong Franz, please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So, ang ibig sabihin nito ay kahit na binigyan natin ang Office of the Vice President na second round, no, second time around na magpaliwanag do sa budget at magkaroon tayo ng pagkakataon na siya ay matanong dahil ito naman po talaga yung mandato natin dito sa Kongreso, no, mabusisi yung budget. So, ang ibig sabihin po nito ay binoboykot niya tayo. Pagboboykot ito, Madam Chair, dahil wala pang akong natatandaan na ahensya ng gobyerno o executive branch na binoykot ang Kongreso dito sa budget hearing and deliberation. So ang ibig sabihin, Madam Chair, betrayal of her oath of office. Kahapon nakita ko yung kanyang video na ginagalang niya yung